you for correction. Any abstention? The motion is carried. Ms. Roas, do we have any correspondence?
Sir Roger, there is no correspondence.
Dr. McCormick, do we have a presentation today?
Sure, Roger, we always do. So we're glad to bring you today some information about our student success initiatives with our Dean for Student Success, Dr. Alexis Delgado. I don't want to steal Alex's thunder, but he brought with him 5 amazing student speakers. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning, Dr. McCormick. Thank you so much. Good morning, Chairman Raja, board members, administrators, staff, faculty, and guests who are here today. I have the distinct pleasure of speaking on the amazing work that our Student Success Office is doing that operates under our Student and Enrollment Service Division. If we can go to our first slide. We can go to our next slide. So I'd just like to begin by just sharing a little overview of some of the offices that make up the student success area. First with our Student Success Center, which is our academic, career, and transfer services. Again, advising, career readiness, and transfer planning. And if any members of those office members are here, please stand to be recognized by the board and guests. Our Counseling and Student Wellness Center, which is our office that provides mental health, emotional, and wellness support services for our students. Our Community Resource and Food Pantry, addressing the basic needs of our students and social resource needs that our students need. Our Center for Accessibility and Disability Resources, which is helping our students achieve reasonable accommodations in order to succeed in the classroom, as well as receiving assistive technology as needed. Next slide, please. Our Center for Adult Transitions is one of our state programs that is providing life skills, career skills, social skills for adults 18 to 24 who have cognitive and intellectual disabilities. Our Educational Opportunity Fund program, one of our staple OSHI programs that's providing comprehensive support services for students with financial need and can benefit from academic support services. Our Military and Veteran Service Office, another specialized program working with our military and veteran and dependent students who are receiving their benefits and making sure that they are being processed appropriately with the VA, as well as receiving support services so that they can make a successful transition and succeed in the classroom. And lastly, our TRIO program, which is our program that we are building out that is going to help to support first-generation college students here at Middlesex College. We are presently searching for a director and an advisor for this office. Next slide. So this slide just kind of encompasses a quick snapshot of just how our different offices really support our students, different through ceremonies, awareness, events, career planning, transfer, etc. Again, they do a phenomenal job, and I definitely want to acknowledge the administrators, the counselors, the part-time staff, the support staff, the student workers that all really make up, and do the amazing day in, day out work to help to support our students. One of the slides I do want to point you to is our New Student Celebration Day, which is one of our biggest events in our area where we welcome all of our new students who have been admitted to Middlesex College. And it starts with a week-long workshops and onboarding seminars, as well ending with our New Celebration Day. But one of the things that we realize is that we can't always reach all of those students. Students have competing demands, they're working. So what we did is developed a virtual orientation platform, thank you to the Title V grant, in order to ensure that we can provide students access to the resources that they need, access to the college so that they can be onboarded and do it at their pace and always refer back to it what they need. So I'd like to go to the next slide and play a video of one of the videos of the student welcomes to the orientation.
Welcome to Middlesex College. Think of Middlesex College as your gateway to success, where you can unlock your potential and achieve every goal you set for yourself. For hands-on experiences in your field to creating professional connections and making lifelong friendships, your time here will be unforgettable. And to help you get started, we created this online orientation so you can learn all about Middlesex College and there's a journey ahead of you. We'll cover topics like academics, student engagement, campus resources, finances, policies, and more. If you see a topic that interests you and you would like to learn more, click the I button. At the end of the orientation, you will find a landing page with the links of those topics with more information. You can go through at your own pace. If you need to take a break, remember where you left off. I'm sure you're ready to jumpstart your Middlesex College journey. So let's go.
Next slide. So I first want to just, acknowledge and thank our marketing team, our IT team, our friends in academic affairs, our student enrollment planning team, and our student focus group that really worked collaboratively together to put together this platform, this orientation platform. As you can see to the far right, you'll see the modules that students go through on each of the specific topics that was shared in the video before. One of the things that we were able to include in the fall was a Spanish language closed captioning for our students that may require that. As also, one of the features that we like is how we can track how students are accessing and completing the platform. Over 1,900 students have accessed the platform, and 67% of them have already completed the platform. And when we look at the other survey here next, also asking them whether this is a great first step in starting their successful college experience, you see that they overwhelmingly strongly agree was selected by our students. So we are very pleased with this platform. We are excited to continue building on it and promoting it to our students. And again, thank you to the Title V grant, which helped to purchase this platform with Advantage Design. Next slide. But now the real gems of Middlesex College is our student speakers. The students who are accessing these services and the different office spaces, working with the different administrators, faculty, counselors, and staff that are helping to make their experience a smooth one, an impactful one, and a beneficial one. So what I like to do is invite first our first speaker. We can go to the next slide. Ms. Raylisa Uceta, who is going to speak, who is one of our PTEC students, which if you're familiar, PTEC is a partnership program that we have with our New Brunswick School District, where students can complete their high school degree as well as their associate's degree in engineering science. Raylisa is going to speak about her experience working with the Accessibility and Disability Resource Center. Raylisa?
Good morning. Good morning to the Board of Trustees, faculty, and staff, and guests. My name is Raylisa Uceta, and it's truly an honor to be here today to talk about my experience with the Center for Accessibility and Disability Resources here at Middlesex College. As probably all of you know, having a disability can present a lot of challenges when it's time to come to college. As a student with visual impairment, walking here for the first time in 2024, it was really overwhelming for me. But I'm glad that from the first semester, the Office of the Center for Accessibility having here supporting me all through my entire journey in Middlesex. They have not even provided me the accommodations that I need. They have been guiding me through the process, supporting me, and give me the confidence that I need. Some of the example of the accommodations that they have give me is like the testing center, giving me extra time for that, making the accommodation for the professors to give large print copies, and also one of the most important for me that happens 2024 was to allow me to have a tutor for math during that time that I was struggling. These accommodations and these resources that they have given me have been really fundamental for my success here at Middlesex. Thanks to them, I have been able to take challenging engineering courses, as well as participating on clubs here on campus. And not only that, but also being a leader, being a president of the Middlesex Market Engineering Club, and also participate with it, advocating for accessibility club as well. The Center for Accessibility remind students like me that accessibility is not about your limitation. They give us the opportunity and they send the message that we belong here, that our goal matter, and that our potential is as strong as everyone else. So as I continue my journey in engineering, I will carry with me the support and opportunity that this college have given me. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to share a little bit of my experience with the Center for Accessibility and Disability Resources here at Middlesex College.
Thank you, Raylisa. Our next speaker is one of our adult scholars and also a member of our veteran military service, Mr. Abraham Chavarria. Abraham?
All right. Good morning, everyone. For most of my adult life, my identity was shaped by the military and law enforcement, with structure, discipline, and a clear concept of my mission. But life has a way of giving you new missions that sometimes we cannot explain. Today, my most important titles are not veteran, officer, detective, or student. They are the husband and father of 3 amazing children. They are the reasons I chose a new path. After years of service, I realized that the next chapter of my life required a different kind of courage, the courage to start over again. Going back to school as an adult is not easy. It requires me to learn how to be a student again in a world that has changed a lot. Thankfully, programs here at Middlesex College, like Adult Scholars and Veteran Services, have helped me make that transition possible, giving me guidance, support, and resources to be successful. I would like to highlight the work that Stacy Garcia and Sharon Gibarimasi do with the Adult Scholars Program, like providing Chromebooks, school supplies, and guidance for us adult students. In addition, Michelle Rubio and the Veterans Office make sure that our GI Bill paperwork is up to date and submitted on time for us, as well as providing proper guidance to navigate our military educational benefits. I also have been inspired by my wife. She was once a student here at Middlesex College, while raising 2 of her children and pregnant with her 3rd. And she still pushed through and graduated. Watching her success showed me what perseverance truly looks like and gave me the confidence to follow the same path one day. I may have chosen a new path in life, but the values I carry with me are the same from my time in service, which are commitment and perseverance. It is always possible to begin a new path in life. To my family, thank you for being my greatest motivation. To Middlesex College, thank you for making this transition as smooth as possible. This journey isn't just mine, it's ours. Thank you.
Thank you, Abraham. Our next speaker is Ms. Mariela Flores, who's going to speak about a number of offices that she's been able to interact with and access. Mariela?
Good morning and happy Wednesday. First, I would like to thank Dr. Delgado for giving me the opportunity to speak about my first generation journey here at Middlesex College. I would also like to thank Middlesex College for giving me a reason to get up every day and fight for my future. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Mariela Flores. I'm a second-year psychology student, and most importantly, I identify as a first-generation low-income student whose destiny led her to Middlesex College. Today, I will be sharing 4 programs at Middlesex College that have contributed to my success. Through counseling and student wellness, I have gained a safe space during a time when the outside world felt overwhelming. Counseling and student wellness has helped me see life through a new lens, making it easier to breathe, focus, and believe that I could keep going. As a America Needs You First Gen U ambassador, I recruit and support other first-generation students, host social hours, and celebrate their achievements. Through this program, I've developed professional skills, completed mock interviews, and recently interviewed for any fellows program, which will help me guide my personal and professional growth. The food pantry and community resource hub have been essential to my survival as a low-income student. Here in my pocket, I carry a bus pass and a $25 gift card to the cafeteria food, and having access to fresh food without worrying about money allows me to stay on campus, focus on my assignments, and feel seen and supported by my community. Lastly, EOF is my family. They check in on me, support me, and provide opportunities that remind me why I keep showing up every day. Unique opportunities like attending a Broadway show. EOF has shown me that my hard work has value, and I am never alone on this journey. The journey becomes easier when there are people rooting for you, when you are supported, cared for, and part of a community that believes in you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mariela. Our next speaker is Mr. Nelson Baez. And just an interesting thing about Nelson is that I met Nelson when I was an undergraduate student attending Rowan University, and he was doing a presentation on True Colors, which is a personality assessment. And I was just so amazed by that workshop and enjoyed that workshop so much. And then seeing him now in full circle and just letting him know how impactful that was is great. But now hearing him and his experience now coming back as an adult scholar, part of our military and veteran students, is also very impactful for me to hear. Nelson?
Good morning, Dr. McCormick and the trustees, and to all the faculty and the students. It's a real pleasure, and thank you, Dr. Delgado, for inviting me here today. It's a real pleasure. I've had the opportunity to share the kitchen with Dr. McCormick, and that was pretty cool. And I've had the opportunity to have worked in the past with Diane Roman in other capacities, and I see that Amanda's here, which was part of the pantry, which was very helpful in the beginning when I came here and my laptop wouldn't work, and they were able to provide me with a Chrome and all of this, and also, and I see Michelle here, who is the coordinator of veterans. So I could speak all day, so I'm not. I'm going to keep it real short and sweet. So that picture over there that you see is me in Puerto Rico last March, and it's a thing called Encuentro de Tambores, the meeting of the drums. I'm also director of a folkloric, Afro-Puerto Rican folkloric group, which hopefully someday I'll bring here to the college to perform here. And so that was in Puerto Rico when we were there from representing the diaspora. But what I want to speak about is my first day here. I also, and this is a tough act to follow with these great speakers before me, but the first day here, I came here to look for some classes. Actually, Saturday days and evening classes, just simple cooking classes. Next thing I know, they've convinced me that I should take these 2 classes here at Middlesex College. They advised me that as a senior, that was a big selling point, I get free tuition. However, what I realized quickly was that the fees were just as expensive as the tuition. And I didn't understand how students did that, but then they told me, yeah, that's why they have grants and loans. But what happened was they convinced me, and they said, and by the way, one of your classes starts tomorrow. So that was it. That's in one of those classes where I met Dr. McCormick my first semester here. And I'm getting ready to finish up in December, so I'll be walking hopefully next May. So it was really accelerated. So what I wanted to say was that when I finished, I turned and I saw this huge sign that said Veterans Lounge. And I said, well, let me find out what's going on in there. I walked in and immediately they embraced me. And they told me about different programs as a disabled veteran that I was available to, and how through the Veterans Program that they would be able to cover those fees, which now became mine. So I didn't know anything about it. They filled out all the paperwork. It was incredible that day, and I got to meet Michelle and some of the other workers there. And the other thing that was really important was that we had this Veterans Lounge. That is really key because of myself. Again, it was very difficult coming back to school after 30 years. All right, most of my classmates were even around then, and all of my classmates are younger than all my grandkids. So it was, and I'm older than most of my professors. I thought I was a relic here on this campus, and that they might have dug me up when they did all the construction. However, I found that I couldn't join all these different groups. I mean, there was a lot of activities here, but for me, as a vintage student, okay, as a vintage student, I realized I needed to find something, and the veterans provided that for me, because even though they were a lot younger than me, many of them, well, all of them are younger than me, but I found that we shared something in common. It was the fact that we were veterans. We were all veterans, whether they were males, females, some are up as young as 19, but they're still veterans, or they're still involved in the military. So that created this family that I needed and a place to go. And also, although we have the student counseling here and advising, I got a lot of the advising from my former veterans and from Michelle, and we were able to do this. So I want to thank the college for having that particular place available for us, the veterans, because I mean, oh, and by the way, one last thing, I am a disabled vet, and recently my situation's gotten a lot worse. But through the help of the Veterans Program, they've actually assisted me in filing through the Veterans Administration to see about a reevaluation of my situation and to see if they can increase my disability. So again, all of these things happened because of the program that you have here for veterans. So I want to thank you for having me here. Thank you, Dr. Delgado, for having invited me. And I hope to see the rest of you around the campus. Thank you.
Thank you, Nelson. And our final speaker, Ms. Aya Nam, is going to speak about her experience with our Center for Adult Transitions. Aya?
Good morning. My name is Aya. Thank you for the opportunity to speak today. The Center for Adult Transition supports students with disabilities, ages 18 to 24, and helps us become more independent. Before joining this program, I thought college was going to be hard for me. But this program showed me that I belong here. Through this program, I learned important life and job-related skills. In my computer skills class, I learned how to type and how to create Word documents, PowerPoint presentations, Excel, files, and my resume. In the culinary class, also, I learned how to prepare meals, follow instructions, and practice kitchen safety. I also had the opportunity to job shadow on campus. Earning my first paycheck was a proud and exciting moment that made me feel independent and confident. CAT also helped me learn how to use public transportation and improve my communication skills. During workshops with Mrs. Elvia, I learned how to manage my emotions when things feel hard. Because of the Center for Adult Transitions, I feel more confident, more independent, and hopeful about my future. This program helped me believe that college and work are possible for me. Thank you for supporting this program and believing in students like me. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. If we can give our student speakers another round of applause. And I wanted to say personally thank you to them and all the other students as well that, again, give us the purpose of why we are here and the work that we do. I want to thank our amazing dedicated staff. Like I said, our counselors, our administrators, our part-time staff, our student workers. All of these people are the ones that are behind the scenes doing the great work that you see with these students here. I'd like to thank our grants department for all their help and support, our workforce development and lifelong learning, our urban centers that we collaborate with, the College Foundation, our facilities team, IT, marketing. And I also do want to give a shout out to our CFO, who again also does a lot to support some of the initiatives that we do that do require some financial support to make these programs happen. So again, thank you, and we're open to any questions. Thank you.
That was great, Dr. Delgado. That this is really makes us so proud, the students, all the things which we did not know, so many things. And I'm sure now the Mark's skill in cooking will be great. Okay. And anybody have a comments, question? Yes, sir.
I would just like to say thank you very much for your testimonial. Each time we come to these board meetings, we're inspired. None of them have compared to this morning. I am so proud to be associated with the individuals that came up and spoke today. Nelson, your public speaking skills are fantastic. So you had nothing to worry about with the people that went before you. But the Aya, the courage that you had to enroll in Middlesex and take the classes and to show that you can do it. The word disabled or disability, I always say, you know, we focus on the dis, but the ability that they have to do this is inspiring for us all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson.
I apologize for being a few minutes late. I always forget how challenging parts of Middlesex can be in the mornings. But boy, what a full house this morning! And really, Alex, well done. I heard all of the speakers. I walked in slowly at the beginning, but really impressive. And so, whether it's a veterans background, helping those that are underserved, you know, in terms and soup kitchens and, you know, the food pantries and just everything about that. And Aya, from my hometown of Colonia, I thought was exceptionally well poised. And so I thank you for that and being with us this morning. It's just really, it is very moving. And it's, you know, and as Trustee Anderson just said, probably the most gratifying part of the role that we all have here is when we get, you know, some level of feedback from all of you and to see how poised you all are. And at any age, I don't think I could be as comfortable in front of a microphone as you all were this morning, and to tell your stories and your experiences and to be willing and able to share that. It's really, it's meaningful. And I do value that. And it's one of the reasons that I enjoy being on this board and being here every month. So kudos to you. Kudos, you know, President McCormick, each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Alfred. Mr. Valuri.
Presentation. We heard from 5 different students, 5 different stories of life. And I'm sure each and every student that's sitting here has a similar story. On behalf of the trustee board, I want to thank you for the work you're doing. It's fantastic to hear these success stories. One question, is there anything else that we could do to support the mission that you're embarking upon and successfully leading so far?
I think what you guys are still doing to continue to support us, just that ongoing support that you continue to do when you're hearing these initiatives, I'm serving at your board meetings. What you're doing is helping to produce what you see here. So just continue that. And I think that we will continue to thrive here on this campus for our students. But any other additional resources that come available that you know, our grants team director's right there. She'd be more than happy to put in a proposal, and we can work together collaboratively to just add more resources that can help to, you know, extend our reach to even more students. So that is always very helpful when we can get those connections and those referrals.
Yes, Diane.
Echo what my colleagues have said today. Dr. Delgado, congratulations. You know, your efforts, you know, sometimes, you know, leaders sit in the back because we know that really it's not about us, it's about the people that we're serving. I think today we really heard that Middlesex is not only a place where futures start equally for everyone, but also where futures can restart, right? So we're providing opportunities for people of all levels and ages. I know you know, Officer Echeverria from Perth Amboy, and it's so glad to see those stories, you know, Nelson I've worked with, and those stories need to be resonated because here there's a learning opportunity for all. So I'm proud to be part of this board when we hear these stories and resonate with those that, these are 5 stories, but there's so many other people that are touched by these programs. And I'm very proud to be here this morning and hear their stories.
Thank you, Diane.
Thank you for your presentation. Very good presentation. Thank you to the students that gave their stories. It gives the board a lot of insight into the students, and it's students like these that make Middlesex College great.
Thank you, Bob. First?
Um,
I'm sorry, Delgado.
I know we sit next to each other a lot. So I just want to say thank you, Dr. Delgado and the students. I would be very interested. I don't want to steal Chrissy's thunder, but being on the marketing committee, it's very helpful for us to hear from the students' perspective what is helpful to get the information out. I know Nelson had mentioned that he turned around and then realized there was a Veterans Affairs lounge. Is there anything that we at the college or the board can be doing more to be proactive in terms of a student's perspective in order to give more information about what is available? I know, you know, Jose and his team do an incredible job sharing that information, but I know there's always a gap, right? As a student, you're busy, you guys are parents, family members, caretakers, and so it'd be helpful to hear from the student's perspective what we could do more to just make sure that people know about all the resources available.
Yeah.
Is that a question we want the students to answer, or
I
is
mean,
that
not
just
right
everybody
now,
know?
'cause
Okay.
I'm sure
Oh,
beyond just
absolutely.
these 5 students, there's probably more, but I'd be interested maybe, you know, before the
Absolutely.
next board meeting to just hear more, so that we can help fill that gap, so people can get more resources and access to the information.
Yeah, I do want to share one thing that I know that our institutional research office is working together with our offices to do like pulse surveys to kind of see how students are feeling. And our area of student success has been working on drafting questions to put out to the community so that we can learn more about how can we better serve them and what are some of those things that we can do to improve. So we are doing that. We're working with IR.
And we can bring those results to the board.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you. That was great. They're very inspiring to us.
Thank you, everybody.
I thought Alex was doing only the veterans, but he has other duties, and it was very. It's nice. Okay, we will start with committee reports, academic and students affairs. I call the committee chair, Mr. Anderson.
Ask Dr. Miller if she would share the report.
Good morning. Thank you, Trustee Anderson, members of the board. The Academic and Student Affairs Committee has 2 resolutions for consideration this month. The first resolution asks the board to approve a program name change from radiography education to radiography to better reflect standard nomenclature used for similar programs at our peer institutions. The second resolution asks the Board of Trustees to approve the creation of a new LPN to RN bridge program to expand access to the college's nursing program and strengthen the applicant pool for health technology programs. The program will allow licensed practical nurses to transition seamlessly into the associate degree program, leading to registered nurse licensure, and has received provisional accreditation from the New Jersey Board of Nursing. I'm happy to answer questions about either resolution.
Thank you. I'd like to make a motion to pass resolutions 1 and 2.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson. May I have second?
Second, Mother.
Second, Ms. Madhukar. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? The motion is carried. Finance, our vice chair and chairman of the finance, Mr. Tuffet.
Thank you, Chairman Raja. Good morning. Good morning. Alfino is not here in person, but I know he is watching us, watching like a hawk. So we look forward to his return for our next board meeting. I would say we had, as usual, we had a very productive meeting this past week. And Jeff, I would turn it over to you to present the resolutions this morning. Thank you.
Well, I'll do my best to justify the trust that's been bestowed upon me. So as noted by Chairman Taffet, the Finance Committee met on February 11th and discussed the 14 resolutions that are available for the board's consideration today. Resolution number 1 reflects purchases through cooperatives, including cabling for the Performing Arts Center lighting and rigging project, a chatbot for enrollment and student services, and purchases to support the Mill Road construction. Resolution number 2 addresses non-conforming bids for the Performing Arts Center building renovation project, leading to a rejection and rebidding of the project. Number 3 reflects a contract to Top Right for consulting and creative services for advertising to solicit student enrollment. Number 4 addresses payment to cover the 2025 member assessment for the Middlesex County Insurance Commission. Number 5 addresses amendments to existing contracts, including for janitorial services, biology lab equipment, and supplies, and an increased premium from the Middlesex County Joint Health Insurance Fund. Number 6 addresses the sale of non-useful goods through the GovDeals platform. Number 7 covers payments to vendors for services, including construction, environmental, and architectural services for numerous on-campus projects. Number 8 addresses non-labor legal services that were provided through Cleary Jacoby. Number 9 covers construction projects recommended by the Facilities Committee for completion under the state's Chapter 12 capital projects funding. Number 10 approves both the operating and minor capital budgets for fiscal year 2027. Number 11 authorizes reimbursement from funding received by the college to Middlesex County for construction costs for the CIO project. Number 12 approves an easement allowing Elizabethtown Gas Company to perform construction to support the cogeneration plant being constructed on campus. And number 13 and 14, approve new tuition and fee rates for both fiscal year 2027, including the pre-summer session for fiscal 26, including the rate for Middlesex County high school students. I'm happy to answer any questions from our trustees today.
Thank you, Mr. Heron. I don't believe there are any questions. I know we asked a few in the committee meeting last week, and certainly a myriad of resolutions, so thank you. I would like, Chairman, to make a motion to approve resolutions 1 through 14. However, I will not be making a motion. We'll be abstaining on resolutions 4A and 5B. It would need an alternative motion for those two.
Roger, I would like to move resolutions 4A and 5B.
Thank you. May I have second, please?
Second, Trustee Anderson.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, with
Any
abstention.
opposed? An abstention by Mr. Daffett for two resolutions. The motion is carried. Human Resources, Mr. Orris, please.
Thank you. Ms. Stephen will present a report for us this morning.
First, members of the board, Human Resources is recommending a total of 27 personnel items inclusive of hires, change of status, separations, and miscellaneous actions for the month of February. Happy to answer any questions from the board on these items.
Hearing no questions, thank you, Ms. Stephen. I would like to make a motion to approve all resolutions in the categories of hires, change of status, separations, and miscellaneous.
May I have second, please?
Second, Trustee Delgado.
Thank you, Mr. Trustee Delgado. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? The motion is carried. General, I call upon Vice Chair, Mr. Daffett, to present the general resolution.
Thank you, Chairman Raja. For this month, there are 3 general resolutions contained within our packets. I would like to make a motion to move resolutions 1 through 3.
Thank you, Mr. Daffett. May I have second, please? Mr. Paluri, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? The motion is carried. I think we have an executive session.
Yes.
And Mr. Hoffman, will you set forth the board need the executive sessions? May I have the motion to go to the executive session?
Executive session will deal action taken meeting when we return to the regular meeting.
May I have a motion, please?
Motion to go to executive session, Mr. Rogers.
Second, Mr. Paluri. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion is carried. I call upon Dr. McCormick to explain the logistics for the conducting this portion of the meeting.
So, Mr. Rogers, before I give the instructions about what will happen during executive session, I know that some of the students have to leave. And so you heard from the trustees how much they appreciated your speaking. I appreciated it. I got to know 3 of you before today. I loved your stories, and I want to thank you again for being here. So thank you to Relisa, thank you to Abraham, thank you to Mariella, thank you to Nelson, thank you to Aya. And I made a couple notes, a couple things you said. I think, Abraham, you talked about commitment and perseverance to come back to school as an adult learner, as a vet, and that you admired that in your wife, who was also a student, but admired it in yourself and your fellow students. I admire it in all of you. And I love what you said, Mariella, about that when you're here, EUF's an example of that, but only one example. People are rooting for you. You need to know, all of you, we are all rooting for you. So thank you for speaking. If you're not here at the end when I get back, I'll see you around campus, but I hope you're here when we come back. So for the rest of us, trustees are going to get their coffee and their goodies, and we're going to go into the board conference room over there, along with Mr. Hoffman and Jeff and me. Mark Finkelstein, you're on Zoom. You're going to log off, and we're going to connect with you when we're in the board conference room. All the others stay in here, have a party while we're gone, and we'll be back.
before you leave, can you turn that document into a PDF for me? Thanks.
At 5:30 on a
manager knows that if you're a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility and your machinery isn't working right, you need to understand what's wrong as soon as possible. So
Stadium how Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds.